Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre Roberge, the Daily Trader. It is July 18th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla, Rivian, NIO, Palantir, and a bunch of other stocks from a technical analysis perspective. But I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research and make your own decisions. Very few people have bought over $294.30. Tesla is up $2.96. That's 1.02%, closed at $293.34. Post-market, we seem to be down by 21 cents. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. This line right here is representing the decreasing price that investors want to buy Tesla. We started this decreasing line around November 4, 2021, and it has been respected ever since. The stock price goes lower, tries to break this resistance line, cannot, try again. And now we are trying like crazy. So today we just stopped right smack on this line. Today, the value of this line is $294.30. We broke it during the day a little bit, but then we caved back in. Let's take a look at the 1-hour charts. We can see during the first hour of the day that the stock price was coming down, but then the stock price went higher, higher, and higher until the 2:30 candle. We came right smack to our number. And on the last hour, we broke it. So we have some people, just a few people that were willing to buy above $294.30, but then the buyers ran out, and then it's the sellers that won that run right here. The reason why people don't want to buy higher is because we have an earnings call that is going to happen tomorrow for Tesla after the close. So then we are going to know after the close if the record deliveries that Tesla have made are going to translate into higher profits, higher revenues, and how much. Based on those information, we are going to see on Thursday what is going to happen with the two numbers that we are watching, 294.30 and 313.13. As I mentioned yesterday, the big number to watch is 313.13. If we break that, then Tesla should be going a lot higher. If we are breaking this 294.30, it's possible that investors still cave into 313.13. So this remains to be seen. In terms of our indicators, we have stochastic at 96. Stochastic is telling us the force in the stock. So the force in the stock is super strong. We are at 96. In terms of RSI, right now we are overbought with Tesla. RSI is at 72 and the overbought value is over 70. But because a stock is overbought does not necessarily mean that we need to sell, because we had Tesla over from the end of May to the end of June. And look what the stock did. This is the end of May, and then this is the end of June. So the stock was going super high, super fast. So we are now entering the overbought territory, showing us that there's really high buying pressure behind the stocks. Maybe after the earnings call on Wednesday, we are going to break those two numbers that we are watching. We still don't have a MACD breakover bullish. We are going to get a breakover bullish when the green line is going to cross above the red line. The green line is indicating the bullish move in the stock, and the red line is indicating the bearish move in the stock. So when the green line is above the red line, it's more bullish than bearish. This is an indication that things are going well. So right now, we don't have that exactly. We have the green line at 1514 and the red line at 1526. It's very close to cross. Stay tuned and subscribe. I do a Tesla video every single day of the week so that we can track exactly when it is the time to buy, when it is the time to hold, and when it is the time to sell. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So Electric is mentioning that there's some Tesla's unreleased early designs for the Cybertruck. Walter Isaacson, a biographer who has been embedded with Musk for years ahead of an upcoming biography launching later this year, has given some insights into the choice to go with stainless steel in an excerpt of his book on Twitter. He says that Tesla's design team pushed back hard against Musk, but the CEO decided to move forward with stainless steel in 2017. We are going to do this whole thing in stainless steel, Musk said. Isaacson continued. The use of stainless steel opened up new possibilities for the look of the truck. Instead of using stamping machines that would sculpt carbon fiber into body panels with subtle curves and shapes, stainless steel would favor straight planes and sharp angles. That allowed, and in some ways forced, the design team to explore ideas that were more futuristic, edgier, even jarring. Isaacson released a picture from inside Tesla's studio in Los Angeles that included a bunch of early designs, drawings of the Cybertruck. So this is really interesting. We can see the different designs that they had for the Cybertruck. Very interesting. That's a good read. Also, Tesla is rumored to partner with Samsung for 4-nanometer chip in self-driving hardware 5.0. The chips to be manufactured on Samsung's 4-nanometer node will go into Tesla's hardware 5 computers, which the EV maker plans to mass produce 3 to 4 years from now. Also, Elon Musk and other Tesla board members agreed to return over $735 million in stock and cash. Elon Musk and other Tesla board members have agreed to return over $735 million in stock awards and cash as part of a settlement of a lawsuit over the board's compensation. In 2020, the Police and Fire Retirement System of Detroit, Tesla shareholder, decided to sue Tesla over what it believed to be excessive board compensation that had been improperly awarded since 2017. The defendants include Elon Musk, CEO and board member at Tesla, have received hundreds of millions of dollars worth of stock options over the years. To be fair, much of the value of those stock options has been due to the rise in the value of Tesla stock over those years. As part of the settlement, Tesla directors won't admit to any wrongdoing and settle to eliminate the uncertainty, risk, burden, and expense of further litigation. The directors agreed to forfeit all compensation from 2021 to 2023. It means canceling existing stock options, returning stocks from options that were exercised, and even returning cash from stocks that were sold after the options were exercised. This is pretty impressive. Let's look at the VIX. When the VIX is going down, the stock market is going up. So right now, the VIX is down 0.19. That's 1.41%, closed at 1331. So basically, this is just going sideways. This is going a little bit lower today. The VIX is historically very low. It has been lower in 2019, in 2020, before the whole COVID thing. It is now close to getting back to that level, and the level is at 1126. We are still away from that 1126, but if we break 1264, we should be going lower towards that 1126. So Rivian, this is why a support is important. A support right here is an indication that sellers don't want to sell lower than this number. So that number is 2359. The sellers were stopping at that number here on July 10th. They were stopping at that number again on July 12th. Some of them broke the rank and sold a little bit lower, but just a few because the price went back up within that day. And now we are seeing that it's the buyers that are now taking over. Look at this price right here. We opened at 23.89 and we went as high as 25.83. The buyers are back. The sellers don't want to sell anymore, and it's the buyers that are back pushing the price up. So Rivian is up 70 cents, 2.92%, closed at 24.69. Xpeng, the same thing with Xpeng. No sellers wants to sell below 13.53. And right now, it's the buyers that are taking over. And we are still in this big bullish channel. So Xpeng is bullish. The trend of that stock is bullish. And right now we are in what we call a congestion zone, which is that we are basically going sideways. And the price is currently zigzagging between 13.53 and 15.23. If it breaks 15.23, then it should be going a lot higher. If it breaks 13.53, then it should be resting on this diagonal support. NIO is down 14 cents. That's 1.33%, closed at 10.42. So we are pretty much right smack on support at 10.45. The sellers caved in yesterday a little bit. It's not the best day for the buyers. They have drove the stock back up a little bit, but then were squished down by the sellers and we could not break above 10.45. The stock is still a little bit weak. Palantir closed up 68 cents. That's 3.91%, closed at 18.08. This is why we are looking at those lines right here. We had a resistance at 17.5. No buyers wanted to buy higher than 17.5 since January of 2022. So it's been over a year that nobody wanted to touch that stock above 17.15. They started to think about it back a little bit on January 7th, right here. They started looking at it, but then they came shy and they started getting closer and closer right here on June 16th. Even closer again for 4 different days starting on July 11th. And they were really close to buying it higher. And they have decided to buy higher yesterday above 17.15. And once we have some buyers getting in at a certain price, we sometimes have a flood of other people wanting to do the same because this is a significant event. This is a significant milestone that the stock price has reached. And now look at what is happening today. Boom, 68 cents more, almost 4% up. The floodgates have opened. And we have officially broken our downward resistance that we had right here since September 2021. The slope of descent has officially ended today. This resistance is now support and it should be green. This one also. Nvidia up $10.33. That's 2.22%. Closed at 474.94. The price of Nvidia is doing what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be zigzagging between these two lines. So this is what it's doing. Everything is great. Stochastic is great. RSI is oversold. There's a lot of buyers wanting to buy this stock, and this is pushing the price up. The same thing with PayPal. We had a major milestone at 71.07 in terms of the stock price that was broken Thursday of last week, and we have been continuing in terms of a price hike ever since. So we are up 88 cents, 1.2%, closed at 74.37. Let's look at the indices a little bit to see if the major stock indices are following the same trend. Yes, QQQ is up 3.13. Dow Jones, wow, look at this. Dow Jones has been trying to break 34,690 for a while, a long while. It was trying in November of 2022. It was trying and it just succeeded today. This is a major milestone. Dow Jones up 1.06%. Standards and Poor's, this is going higher and higher. We have broken 45.49. This is for SPX. This is going higher. Nasdaq Composite, the same thing. Gold, we have a break of a resistance at 15.41. This is now becoming support. I am putting it green. This is a buy signal for gold. This is a buy signal for gold. This is not financial advice, but if I wanted to get into this one, I would get into right now. Silver, we had the buy signal right here when we broke 802, and it has been going super high, super fast ever since. Yes, it's pausing a little bit on another support at 841, but nothing bad about this. When you have a big move in the stock market, it's okay that the stock is pausing a little bit. So this is perfectly healthy. And since we are touching the bullish channel resistance right here, we could be going slowly to the other side. We could be going like this. We could be going like this. But the next stop is that we should be reaching this support at some point. And if we don't break it, we should be bouncing on it. Bitcoin cannot do it. It cannot break 31,421. No force in this one. Ripple is not making a decision yet. It is going sideways. It's going sideways. It has a downward resistance. It has an upward support, and we don't know which one it is going to break. Nobody knows. We have stochastic over 60. So we have enough force in this stock. We should have enough force in this stock to break this resistance. And last but not least, Neo Battery Material. This is a stock on the Canadian Stock Exchange on TSX, but it's also available in the US on the over-the-counter. This one is up 2 cents, 5.56%. This one is also stuck into a triangle. The stock is making decreasing tops and increasing lows. And at some point, it's going to have to make a decision. Is it going to break the resistance line or the support line? Well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.